This, it is assignment, again, it might just be 47. So let's go ahead and start with one of the harder ones, number 30. So I might take some of the ones on the front off. So, PEMDAS, please excuse my dear or dear my Aunt Sally or Sally Aunt. With these, whichever comes, in fact, all of whichever comes first from left to right. So if you're looking at the number 30, you don't need to write the whole thing down. You're going to start by solving some of them that you can solve. So on number 30, in the numerator, who can tell me there's two things that you can do?
14 divided by 14.
That's one. And what's another thing?
13 minus 1.
Yeah, and you can't, and you have to put the 12 to the second. You can't say, okay, it's 144. You have to show that order that you're using, and it's divided by 14 divided by 14 is 1 over. Then on this one here, who knows there's something real quick that I'm going to do here. Who knows what I'm going to do here first?
Negative 4. The negative, wait, yeah, 4. 14. Positive 6. Well, negative 16.
Well, first of all, I'm going to connect those. First, I'm going to connect these. So these two become a what?
Positive.
That becomes a positive. So I'm going to do that. And then this is on the outside. It has to stay there. Now, who knows what this is right here?
16. Oh, wait. It's positive 16. Negative 16.
Why is it negative 16?
Because the negative on the outside.
The negative on the outside is not being squared. So what that actually is, again, ignore this one. It's a negative 4 times 4. So it's a negative 16. So I'm going to put it here. That whole thing is a negative 16. Is that divided by? Or is that that's added to?
Which one?
Yes.
It's the negative is inside the parentheses.
But also outside.
That, okay, but I can't, listen carefully. I can't, ma'am, I need you to focus. All right. I need you, I'm probably going to move you too because I don't think it's a good spot for you. So on this has to stay in the parentheses right now because the only thing we did is we took it, I unstacked it, and that's a negative 16. I can't even work with this until later because I've got to do inside the parentheses. Then this is a plus, and then I'm going to do this. Now, on this one, I would do my same sign sum. So what is that going to be? Negative what?
14.
Negative 14, because if I put a comma, this is a negative 8 and a negative 6, same sign sum. And then this is a positive 18. All right, then, now there's 3 things that I can do. Somebody tell me one thing on the top.
12 to the second.
Yeah, 12 to the second power is what?
144.
Is 144. Divided by 1, we'll just do that mentally. It's just 144. Then, what happens right here?
Positive.
Becomes a positive 16 plus, what happens right here?
That's a positive 8. That's a positive 4.
It's a positive 4. So this doesn't look like it's going to come out. Did I put mixed up answers? I did not. I didn't because I was going to do this tomorrow. So this is 144 over 20. Now I just want to look at this. I think I'm going to have to go back and do the front because I put mixed up answers for the front, but I didn't put mixed up answers here. So hold on just one moment. Yes?
There's 2 negatives right next to the 6.
Well, that's why it's a positive.
Because
Negative, 2 negatives make a positive.
we're sure. So whenever it says negative on the outside, so it's a negative 4.
Hold on a second. Is that divided or is that?
That's added.
Hold on just a second. That is negative 16. Okay, well, this is not coming out right because I'm going to show you the book has made an error. I did not make an error. I make errors sometimes and I'll admit it. But they're saying that this is, what they're saying is that this negative 4 times 4 is a positive 16, but that is not true. It is not positive. This, I'm not talking about this outside. I'm talking about this one here. Is that right there is a negative 4 times 4, which makes...
No, it's inside. The negative sign is inside.
Yeah, you said it's not.
Okay, listen carefully. There's a difference. If I have, okay, this is negative 4 squared. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. It's different than negative 4 squared.
Yes.
These are totally different. This one is a negative 4 times a negative 4. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, because the whole thing is being squared. So that would be a positive. That's not what, that would be a positive 16. That's not what they have. They don't have the square on the outside. This one here, the only thing that square is hitting is the 4. So this one is negative 4, and 4 is being squared. So this should have been a negative 16 on the inside, not a positive, if you can see that. Okay, but that's on the outside. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about this side. I'm saying on the inside, that should have been a negative 16. So they're getting a final answer that comes out because they did it wrong. And it shouldn't be. But anyway, we'll go ahead and finish it up, and we're just going to leave it. We're just going to reduce it. So what's, let's just make this into, can I reduce this? Half of this is 72 over 10. Is that right so far?
Yeah.
Can I reduce it again?
Yeah.
36 over 5. And then let's just make it a mixed number that goes in 7 times.
Yeah.
7 is 35, and you're right, it is 1/5. This is the correct answer. That was it. They did it wrong. So I don't want to do this side because I didn't give you all the mixed up answers. I can give them to you. You want me to do that?
No.
So let's just do the easy side. We'll start here, and I think what we're going to do is do these here down to 18. They're pretty, I think, pretty easy, and I'll give you these two to do.
Okay.
The 20 and 21, and I will give you the mixed up numbers for those. Yes, on the back side, just do those. And you should get a negative.
Can we just use under the paper for it?
Let me see how much room there is.
So would everyone get that's all?
I think here, yes, I think you could do those underneath. I'm thinking once you get down to this last row, like from 15, no, I think from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 on your paper again, but you're going to be able to do one step. You know, on this one you could do this here, you could do that there, and make it a little bit, you can do your exponent, and then bring it over on your line paper. So all of these you can do right there, and the rest of them do on your line paper.
Wait, what was the other answer thing?
The negative 31 and negative 80.
Up to 13, you do on paper.
You can do these if you're very careful right here. If you're very neat, if you're not prone to be neat, then you should use line paper for everything. From 13 to 18, do those on line paper. And also the 20 and 21. So you guys can begin. Easy assignment.